Hello. My attention was drawn by a subscriber to the Directors Guild Awards in America, and that reminded me that we've got the awards season going. Now, there's only so many of these I can do. You've no idea how much time it takes to make these videos, the fashion videos, but I am going to go through not the Directors Guild Awards, but the BAFTAs here in Britain. So I did one American one and one British one. Now, obviously, the BAFTAs are going to be, the people attending the BAFTAs are going to be more conservatively dressed, not because they're British, but because, although that might be part of the reason, but mostly because BAFTAs are for serious acting, and people think people who attend these functions want to be taken as serious actors, whereas the Grammys, well, that's something else, isn't it? People showing off and being outrageous and trying to outrageous each other. So yeah, I'm not saying that the Brits have better taste than the Americans. I'm just, you know, this just happens to be the big event, especially with the Prince and Princess of Wales. And when I saw this, I thought, oh, that's nice. And then I thought, oh, goodness me. And then I thought, should I say something? And then I thought, not much chance of me getting a knighthood anyway, so I might as well. So, before I get on to talking about this picture, as well as the others when they turn up, I will tell you I'm Granniopteryx. I'm on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds. I am also on Twitter, Gab and Parler, where I'm at Granniopteryx. I let you know when I've uploaded new videos on those platforms. So subscribe to at Granniopteryx on one of them. All the links to all of these things are in the description. Please like this video if you can get through it. It looks like it's quite long. It says here 1 of 70, although some of them will, I suppose I will go through them rather quickly. Please like the video, please share it, please subscribe to my channel. If you're on YouTube, check that your subscription is still active, and you can also help me financially. All the links to the platforms you can use to donate to me are in the description, and I appreciate every single penny and cent that you may care to shove my way. All right, well, let's look at this. You see, the Prince and Princess of Wales. She has very good taste, or very good advisors of whom she takes notice. It doesn't really make any odds. She really does know how to dress well, and she is dressed well here. That dress there is lovely. It suits her. The colour's right for her. I like that Greek drapery over the shoulder. It's lovely. She looks terrific. And she probably thought those black gloves give her a sort of slightly racy look. Not quite so conservative. There's only one problem, and that might be only for oldies like me, because I remember Playboy magazine when it was in its heyday. And there was a character that used to turn up regularly, a cartoon character called a Femlin. You know what? I'm not going to show you a picture of it because it looks like I am directly comparing the Princess of Wales to that cartoon character, but I shall tell, but you can look it up. And that character is a woman who, a very sexy, curvy woman who is wearing nothing but a pair of black thigh-high stockings and black upper arm-high gloves. And unfortunately, black gloves have always, or you see them in cabaret as well, don't you? The dancers wear those. There's something about black upper arm high gloves that have a connotation that perhaps, of which perhaps the princess was unaware on account of her being rather young to remember early Playboy editions when it was a decent magazine. But there you are. That's a bit of an oops, I think, on that one. All right, let's go down. Helen Mirren. Well, you know, I have this same problem I've mentioned before. A black background or a blue background and a black dress or a blue dress, whatever the dress is almost the same colour as the background. And what's more, with those lights, it looks like there's very little difference between the glittery or rather bright decorations on the dress and the lights of the background. So it's a bit unfortunate, and I can't see the dress, but it does look a lot like an elaborate housecoat to me. Florence Pugh. Yeah, a bit much. I'd say that's a bit much. The colour's good for her. It does look like she's fallen into a napkin folding factory though, doesn't it? Right, Michelle Yeoh. Fine. I'd say that colour doesn't suit her that well, but, you know, I like the jacket. You know, it's a bit dramatic. Couldn't wear that on a bus to go to work, but it's certainly okay for an evening. Viola Davis. Now, you know how I keep telling people, stay off lavender and violet. Well, actually, this is a bit darker. She's wearing a deep violet, which is suiting her name, Viola, and that's a nice dress. And the colour is just stunning on her, isn't it? She has just the right colour for that dress, and the dress has just the right colour for her. Amy Lou Wood, half-dressed. Yep. She got out of bed and she pulled the duvet on, and she can't keep it straight. And again, just a minute. The lavender again, not quite right, although the black does help to balance it out a little bit. No, what she's saying here, look, I'm sort of slim, so if you're a producer, here, you know, I'm good to go. Brendan Fraser. Is that what's happened to Brendan Fraser? Oh dear. It reminds me of Orson Welles, actually. He was a very good-looking, very sexy man, and then he started, well, eating too many of the pies, I suppose. Brendan, don't do that. Just cut down a little bit, please. You are such a good-looking bloke. Alison Hammond. Well, she looked, I don't know who most of them are, I might say. I knew Brendan Fraser. I don't know who Alison Hammond is. But she looks like, I don't know. She looks like the sort of person who would present a TV programme. She has that persona, you know, like a talk show or something. But yeah, I could be wrong. And the dress is probably very nice for her. It's a bit difficult to see with all that drapery around. I think that she could have done without the black veil around it. Ana de Armas. No, that's a fail. That's a sort of cross between a bed jacket and a duvet. No, I don't like that. I especially don't like this bit here. No. And I don't like the colour either. Colin Farrell, I've heard the name, don't know who he is, nice suit. He's wearing a blue ribbon. I wonder what a blue ribbon is for. But you know that thing about wearing your heart on your sleeve? What are they wearing these ribbons for? To show they're good people? I don't like that. Oh, well, Nicola Coulan? May got your name wrong. Either she's a rather chubby young woman or that dress is making her look chubby. Whatever it is, it's not improving her figure. And she does look a lot like a lampshade. Angela Bassett. Now, there's lavender, and she can carry it off. The colour looks good on her. The dress? Diabolical. What's with those sleeves? And it's, you know, the sort of thing, you know, with a slit up the side and let's see your shoulders, love. And oh, there's another blue ribbon. No, and those sleeves, they are just horrible. Like somebody just had some material left over and stuck them on the bottom of the sleeve. Catherine Zeta-Jones. That's an expensive dress. That is a very expensive dress. And it's lovely. I will almost forgive her that slash across her bosom, which is totally unnecessary. But there's no faulting all that pleating. And yeah, again, you know, you can see through the skirt. There's no need for that. And that train is just gorgeous. But I suppose a woman of her age, past her prime, according to Don Lemon, she's trying to prove to everyone that she's still got some go in her. No, it's a lovely dress, but she doesn't need to show quite so much. Roger Jean Page. Well, he's doing the butch stance, and I don't like the suit. I don't like those narrow trousers. That's just a thing I have. And I don't know what those white things are on his lapel, but they're intrusive. And no, he's not carrying that off well. He looks like he's bursting out of it. Okay, next one, Cate Blanchett. Oh, that's a nice dress. That's very nice. She's wearing a blue ribbon as well. Everybody's wearing blue ribbons. What's it for? She looks good. She looks sophisticated. Her hair's good. Yeah. I like the shoulders. Lily James. Oh, goodness me. What is she saying with this dress? First of all, it looks like she's sort of got angel wings at the back. It can't make up its mind what it is. And it's got these Greek draperies at the front, and it's got the train at the back. What a salad. And then what's this? What the devil is this? Well, she's saying that her breasts are so wild she has to keep them in a cage. No, I'd say that dress is a definite fail. Austin Butler, perfectly nice conservative suit. And yeah, fine. What more can I say? I see large, wide silk lapels seem to be coming back into fashion. Jodie Turner-Smith. Oh, wow. Now, there's a woman who can carry off a dress that looks like a helter-skelter in lavender. Yeah, she looks great. I mean, the dress does look like a helter-skelter, but she's carrying it off. And she's tall enough by the looks of it. Either she's tall enough or the dress is making her look tall enough, which is the purpose of good dressing, to make you look right. And it's just the right colour for her. She looks magnificent. If she walked past me at a party, my head would spin so fast it would actually fall off my shoulders. Rami Malek. Oh, I like Rami Malek. I don't like his trousers. He's such a good actor. Is that another ribbon there? But yeah, I'll almost forgive him the awful suit because he's such a terrific actor. Emma Mackey. Yeah, split up the back, half the dress missing on the top. What is she trying to say to us? And does she have to, when she's talking to you, is she standing like that all the time so you could admire her back? No. Kei Hui Kwan. Well, as far as I can make out, a nice suit, and that's not a ribbon. Is that a white poppy? I don't know. Can't really see. Olivia Cooke. She's in her underwear. She's just wearing underwear. There's 18th century, that would be the underwear. And with a pretty badly finished hemline as well. Terrible. And she doesn't look happy in it. Look how her shoulders are drooping. This dress is not making her feel good. And I think she knows it isn't. Paul Mescal, blue beribboned, not a bad suit. A little narrow on the shoulders, I'd say. And oh, crikey. A clip-on bow tie. Don't like clip-on bow ties. Frankie Corio. Well, I don't know. Is that a kid? I don't know who she is, but I wonder if she's trying to tell me something. It looks awful on her. The jacket appears to be a different colour from the trousers. I don't know if they are or if it's the lighting. But she looks a mess. Okay, sorry, Frankie. Gugu Mbatha Raw. Looks like she's cobbled that dress together out of Granny's curtains. And yeah, it looks like these high opera, I think they're called opera gloves, aren't they, are becoming something of the fashion. They don't even match the dress, on my browser anyway. Everything here is a different colour. There's an underwear top here. That's definitely an underwear top. And then the curtains at the bottom and this thing here on her waist. No, it's horrible. It really is horrible. And the train. Oh, Miss Havisham. Okay. Troy Kotzer. Well, I don't know who he is, but he's trying to be a bit original. The suit's not bad, a little oversized for him. I think the tie's lots of fun. Just lose the hat, mate. Ho Yeon Jung. That's a lovely dress. Completely plain. She's wearing a little jewellery. Nothing that will intrude on the dress. And the fabric of the dress speaks for itself. It fits her nicely. There's not much up there, but then she doesn't have much up there, so it's great. I like the structure here, the waist. I think, yeah, that's very nice. That's a lovely dress. I'd like that dress. I'd look horrible in it, but I'd like it anyway. Sophie Turner. I don't know who she is, but she looks like a Christmas cracker. Jamie Dornan. It looks like a reasonable suit, as much as I can see it. It appears to have some sort of shiny material, silk or whatever, on the edges, which might give it a very good definition. And he's not wearing a bow tie. Possibly he should have worn a different colour shirt, though. Lashana Lynch. Now, she can also wear a very pale pastel, like a sort of lavender or a lilac or whatever that is. But I don't like the dress. It looks like, again, it just looks like she spent the night in one of those four-poster beds, you know, with the gauze drapery. And then she got caught up both in the drapery and in the duvet. Well, the quilt cover anyway. No, I don't like it at all. Gwendolyn Christie. Does she think that's sophisticated? It appears to be several layers of black, and that's all it has to recommend it. It looks awful. What a mess. But I can't really see that much of it. It might be really nice. There's a thing about waists here. People don't seem to know how to deal with waists anymore. And there's shiny plastic or silk, or I can't actually tell, or is that a buckle? Can't see. But it's wrong. I mean, it's sort of like a Vampire Diaries with a warrior princess belt. No. Lorraine Ashbourne and Andy Serkis. Well, this is a bit sad, isn't it? That's a nice dress, but it looks awful on her. Or rather, she looks awful in that dress. She appears to be of somewhat advanced years. Now, I'm not criticising that. I'm probably far more advanced years than her. But that dress just drains the life out of her. It's the wrong colour. And it's the dress of a much younger woman who's full of vibrant life. And you can see she's very pale and, yeah, she's slowing down a bit. I mean, that's the feeling I've got from the dress. And it may look fine. And, you know, I'm giving you these opinions based on photographs that might not do the dresses justice. I admit that. but I don't think that dress is right for her. And that's a bit sad, actually. Jamie Lee Curtis. Well, it's a similar sort of thing. Stark colours like that don't suit older women. And that black top is fine and that skirt looks fine, but together they look, well, they don't suit her. They look pretty awful. I'd say if that jacket were a softer colour, like a charcoal grey even, it might work a lot better. Sheila Atim. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now, all right. So the dress does look a bit like she's wrapped in tinfoil, but she has the looks and the colour that can carry that off. The only thing I'd say, there's more gloves. Those gloves aren't right. You can get it wrong with gloves as well, you know. Now, that dress without the gloves would look fine. As it is, a bit robotic with the silver foil gloves as well. She could probably have worn, well, even black. That would have probably looked all right. Or grey, maybe. Yeah, that's a shame. The dress itself is remarkable. Ariana DeBose, or DeBose. No. Swimming costume and beach cover-up. And you can tell, you know, from the way she's standing, she's got one hand on her waist and one on her hips. That's to make both look smaller, because she knows that dress doesn't flatter her in those areas. So why wear it? Diego Luna. Don't know who he is. Nice suit, perfectly reasonable, nothing remarkable. Emma Thompson. Oh dear. Emma Thompson. I mean, she's wearing, probably white isn't such a hot idea, but Emma, you're an actor. You should control the intake a bit. I mean, this is your living. And that suit doesn't help. Madeleine Arthur. Now, this is a real example of a young woman who's trying to protect, what is this sugar almond image, and then she's got this here, the plunge to the waist. It's awful. The skirt's nice, by the way, but this top, what is it? I'm all sweet, but, you know, I'm a firecracker, really. No. And it's the wrong colour for her as well, by the way. I don't like that colour. Naomi Aki. What is that? Princess of Mars or a chastity belt? Just horrible. Why is it there? It serves no... Sitting down in that. You could do yourself an injury. Barry Keoghan. Well, he's trying something different, isn't he? Yeah, the suit's fine. I just don't know what's going on with that shirt there. I think he made a bit of a miss there. Richard E. Grant. Well, he... White jacket. I'm reminded of a Woodhouse story, you know, involving Jeeves and Wooster. And Wooster... Jeeves turns up with some clothes. He's telling Wooster he's taking them to the charity shop or donate to the poor or something. And one of them is one of the items is a white jacket. And Jeeves and Wooster said, "Oi, you know, that's new." Yeah, what does Jeeves say? Something like, "I assumed it had been put into your cupboard by mistake." Or maybe by an enemy. And Wooster says, "I'll have you know I bought that last season in Cannes." And Jeeves says, "And you wore it?" Something like that. Anyway, Richard E. Grant doesn't look good in a white dinner jacket. No, especially not with those trousers. Kerry Condon. doesn't suit you. It just doesn't suit you. The waist ends too low down, so it makes it look like that's your waist, which is a thicker part of your body. It's one of those shiny materials again, so you're getting, you know, the line of your legs and your slightly bulbous tummy there. Look, nearly every woman has a slightly bulbous tummy, so I'm not criticising that. I'm just saying don't wear anything that shows it off in that way. And that split top, well, actually it's not bad, but it's not right for you. And again, it's one of those light nothing colours that doesn't give you any life either. It's a shame. Rosie, Huntington, Whiteley. What's that split up the front of? No, don't even go there. And that's a piece of advice. Sally Breton. Oh, that's a nice dress, isn't it? Or blouse and skirt, whatever. It looks nice. It's a nice combo. I like that. Yeah. And it suits her. And she looks happy in it. You see, here's a woman who is happy in the clothes she's wearing. She knows they make her look good. Dolly De Leon. Oh, wow. I wonder how she sits down in that. Look, she's a little old for a fun dress like that, but why not? It's an amazing dress. The colour's good for her. And those pleats and swirls, just astonishing. I suspect it's the sort of dress you can wear only once, because if you try washing that or even dry cleaning it, I'm not sure it would keep its shape, but that's an amazing piece of work. I don't know who she is. Is she a designer, do you think? Anyway, yeah, I love the dress. I love that dress. Brendan Gleeson, don't know, but he's wearing a blue ribbon, so that means he's a good person. Ellie Goulding. Oh boy, that doesn't look like she's just come out of the coffin. That looks like the coffin. Okay, let's carry on. Taron Egerton. Yeah, another suit, you know, sort of old-fashioned dinner jacket, dinner shirt type thing. Cynthia Erivo. Why do I know that name? And why is she wearing that nose ring? Look, she's got the right colour for that dress. She looks amazing. She does look a bit spacey, I mean science fiction-y, but it's a terrific construction, that dress. I just hate that nose ring. Why is she doing that to herself? Oh, next one. Hayley Atwell. Well, she's showing her midriff and she looks good. I like that top. Sort of a bit like a Spanish bolero type top. Looks good. And here's an example of where white and black really do, well, it's more cream, I think. They do look good together, though. So it can be done. But you see, for a younger woman. Okay. Martin Freeman and partner. They don't know who the partner is. Now, that dress is sort of dramatic in a 70s way. But this is a woman who doesn't know how to manage her hair. And I'm not saying that hair is bad. I'm saying it looks like the fringe on her dress, which is wrong. Yeah, she did the wrong thing there. If she'd scraped her hair back into something a little more sophisticated, that dress would have looked very nice. As it is, it looks like she just got out of bed, really. Bill Nighy. Oh, clip-on bow tie that sort of destabilised somewhere along the line. I like Bill Nighy. I mean, I don't like him as a person, but I do like him as an actor. He's pretty good. Sara Sampaio. I'm sorry about that. Look, there is absolutely no point in those that dropped shoulder, or whether it's attached to the dress or not. If you're very old like me and you have bingo wings, then that sort of thing is quite useful, but it's unnecessary for a woman of her age. And I don't like that. I don't see the point of it. It doesn't really add to the function of the dress. The shape of the dress is fine, and she's got a nice figure. Joshua Jackson. Okay, nice suit. Eddie Redmayne. Oh, put a shirt on. Actually, he's wearing bell-bottom trousers and, you know, like an open-necked top. He looks like a sailor in mourning. Munroe Bergdorf. Oh, God. Okay, Munroe Bergdorf, for those of you who don't know, is... How can I put this while still being on YouTube? Unspecified gender, right? And is dressed up here. I remember there was a TV or something called like Elvira, Queen of the Night or Queen of the Darkness or something. Well, that's what this person looks like. Horrible. Just drippy, ragged underwear. Yeah, but befitting the sort of persona this person has. Julianne Moore. Yeah, all right. She has very pale skin, being red-haired, and black is very dramatic on her, and that white fluffy thing, you know, softens it up. It's fine. She's got a slit up, right up to her hip, and I disapprove of that. She really doesn't need to show leg anymore. She's an established actor, after all. Danielle Deadwyler. I do not like that at all. I don't like that. She's got quite wide shoulders and, by the looks of things, fairly narrow hips, but that might be the dress. And what's happening is, because this bit in the middle, which seems to be a fashionable thing, has this white stripe or whatever across the middle, it makes her waist look wider. So it makes her waist look wider in relation to her hips, so that's making her hips look even narrower than they are. And it's a horrible, masculine sort of dress. No, don't like that. Yeah, no, nothing more to be said about it. Tim Minchin, I don't know who he is. He's doing the butch stand. That's probably to compensate for his long hair. And he looks all right. I just wish he'd stand more attractively. Carey Mulligan. Oh, I like that dress. I do like that. That neckline there, very 15th and early 16th century. You see Henry VIII's wives. You see them in this sort of neckline, or nearly all of them, and even Elizabeth in her earlier portraits, as far as I remember. And it's a very elegant neckline, very elegant. The dress is elegant. It's not fancy, doesn't show any particular, little keyholes of flesh anywhere. It just speaks for itself, and she looks good in it. Daryl McCormack. No, okay, blue ribbon. Yeah, you're a good person. We all know that. Dylan Llewellyn. Actually, he doesn't look as bad in the white dinner jacket as Richard E. Grant did. But it's a very badly tailored one. Terribly badly tailored. Just look at all that pulling and wrinkling. It looks like he's wearing his dad's jacket, actually. Michael Ward. I don't think that's Michael. If it is, it's misspelled. Anyway, looks all right. I don't think that's black, is it? Sort of like a deep plum colour or something. Fine. And it shows off your blue ribbon. Really nice. Isn't there a margarine in America called Blue Ribbon or something? Jerry Horner and Christian Horner. This dress, which could have been nice, Looks like it's been made out of offcuts of all sorts of different bits of material, and it's a mess. It's a complete dog's dinner. I like Christian Horner's suit though, and his bow tie and everything. It's all perfectly in order there. Sir Patrick Stewart and Sophia Stewart. Who's Sophia Stewart? Well, either that's his wife or his daughter or niece or something, but it doesn't look like she's an actor. It looks like he's just brought her along to enjoy the party, because she's wearing a nice dress, but that's it, just a nice dress. And Patrick Stewart looks very well tailored, yeah. Alex Scott. Oh, what a mistake that was. The top of this dress is nice. Yeah, you've got rather, how do I put this? Well-developed bosom, which is nice and firm, and the dress shows that, and that's fine. You look great. The silver necklace is that I've got one of those. It's like it's a snake holding its own tail, only mine, I bet that's in real silver. Mine isn't, but I've got one of those. And I like this top with the little flowers on it, and it's cut quite well so far as I can tell. And then, why didn't you just have a skirt that goes to your ankles, Alex? Why do you do this? I mean, frankly, you don't have great legs either. If I were you, I wouldn't wear anything that shows them off too much. I mean, not everyone can have great legs. I'm not criticising you. I'm saying if you're wearing clothes to show off, to show off your looks, then that is not going to help. Jessica Henwick. I can't really tell. Apparently that's one of those bare midriff things that I think is so pointless. I don't know whether it's a skirt and a top, but I suspect it's just an open section. And I don't know, she's holding her hands over her abdomen, and maybe it's some sort of a pregnancy thing as well, but I honestly can't tell. Vic Hope. Oh, that woman is painfully thin. And that's a bra. That's a bra, and there's your transparent skirt again. What for? No point in it. It's just horrible. Yeah, you get rid of that train, and that's the slip you should be wearing under something else. Oh, not another one. AJ Adudu. Now, again, she's a handsome woman. Her hair looks fantastic. That top, it really suits her. Just look up to the waist and, well, yeah, up to there. And then it just stops. Why? What for? What's the point? If it went to the floor, it would look lovely. Instead, you've got this bit of drapery hanging off. What is the matter with you people? It's horrible. Oh. Frankie Bridge. I don't know who she is, but that's too much white. She looks like she belongs in a gospel choir. Oh, well, that's it then. That's number 70. We end on an angelic sight. Well, yeah, that's the BAFTAs. Till next time. Why not treat yourself or a favoured relative or friend to these magnificent examples of merch? The mugs and t-shirts come in the granniopteryx design or Granbo with a firearm or the more deadly knitting needles. Go to www.granniopteryx.com and whatever platform you're watching this on, please click like, subscribe and share.